Hello everyone, I'm Defudge3004. Welcome back to Osiris New Dawn. Thank you for taking the time to hang out with me. I always enjoy hanging out with you. This is the experimental branch. I opted in, well, I didn't opt into, I just launched the experimental. And I just wanted to do this for a change. So we're going to have to start over with basically a brand new player. There are some changes coming to the game that I wanted to show you. Hopefully we can get into it pretty good, and so we're just going to set up as we generally do. Confirm that. We're just going to leave all that stuff done. Customize the features, just leave all that. Assign stat points. Okay, let's do health, strength. Oh, okay, I see. There's not very many stat points. I got it. Okay. I think we're going to do strength. I think that'll be the best one, and health. So there's 3 points that we can do. Okay, usually I thought there was like 8 or something, but apparently with the experimental there is not. Alright, science skill points. We have 10 points. Let's go see. So there's this one here, metallurgy and solar panel output, salvage faster, and low-tech recycle. Let's... Okay, apparently we can only do... Okay, we can do that one, and for whatever reason, that one is not opening up. Let me see. Oh, that's 15 engineering. We don't have 15 engineering. Got it. Okay. So, I guess science, we're going to have to do that, and that's all that there is. We don't really have enough points for science, increase spacewalk speed, or fruit nutrition. Let's go and take that. Now, combat, let me see, can we do any engineering, which would be this over here on this side, I do believe. That is engineering. Okay, salvage faster, we already have that. Salvage speed, 10%, and increased hover boot. Let's go and do salvage faster. And then under here, we'll do projectile damage or mining tool damage. Let's do mining tool damage. That'll be 4 points. That will take most of it. 6, and I guess 4 more for projectile damage. And I think that's about all we're going to be able to do. Science, we might be able to get one more in. Not that one. Not that one. So I guess we'll have to do increased spacewalk speed, and that's not one I'm going to get too terribly worried about. Okay. Confirm. Assign name. Well, since this is just going to be one we're probably not going to keep because it is the experimental, let's just go ahead and we will just do Tiana Prot. We'll do Tiana Prot. Okay. Customize universe. Custom. We will do... Let's just go ahead and do a normal. I think that would be just as good. Okay, so we are now on the planet again. Well, let's do this. Let's just go and get everything repaired.
System restored.
Okay, we need to heal our injuries. And I probably will have to adjust the sound as we go. So, I guess I'm going to do that. Let's get out number 2. Okay, our knife is fairly worn down now just from doing that little bit. Okay, nice. So now we have some water. There is something that is happening in the game that I don't know if you're aware of. If you have not been paying attention to the Steam forums, there are some things that are going on. Let me see about adjusting the sound, and I will be right back, and we will go over some of that stuff. Okay, sound should be a little bit better. The weather sound was really high, and so that was something that is new. There's a weather control. So, right now, the way that it stands with the experimental that is out is... Why does that keep on going up and down? That's crazy. That was very strange. I haven't seen anything like that, going up and down and back and forth. Okay. Unless maybe it was... Ah! Yes, okay, so you have oxygen, and you kind of have to make sure your suit is filled at all times. Which means you'll be tied to your base until you can get an attachment to fill up your suit again. So that was one of the things that they had going on. Okay, the oxygen is down quite a bit. And it looks like we have some other stuff that is coming in too. So, for example, the storms will start damaging your base. And I don't know what I feel about that. You know, this game is sometimes in certain places hard enough, and then the storms will also be doing damage to your base, your structures, your
Vital stabilized.
your vehicles and different stuff like that. So I am not sure exactly what I think about that. I don't think it's a good move personally, for one reason. If you are playing on a server, and I don't know how this is going to work yet, so nobody really knows yet, but if you're playing on a server and other people are on, you may come in and your base is really badly destroyed, and you have to spend a long time trying to repair it. I need to find some basic essentials to survive. I should sample the indigenous plant life and see what I can find. Also, plant life is different, and there are different things that are coming into the game. And the survival knife is too dull to protect me. Need to make a sharper weapon soon. I should search for a rock outcropping and look for some loose rocks on the ground. Also need a shelter at some point. I shall try building a small hut out of this scrap metal when I get a chance. So the intro is still pretty much the same, and everything else is changing. There are a lot of different changes. Before we go getting too far into the game, let me go pick up a few things, and then I would like to go over some of the changes that are going to be happening. So right here in front of me, I have the screen that is for the game right here. And this is all the stuff that is happening in the game. So experimental on August 5th, this came out. Physically based creatures. Larva is the first creature to get this treatment. Basically means that they will be processed as physical objects and force collision and all that stuff, so they won't be sinking into the ground as much, as far as what I can tell, what I was reading with this. In addition, to driving these creatures by physics, the actual behaviors have also been updated. Larva will sprint at you when coming in for attack, so it's going to be a little bit harder. So like right there, Snubs, and he's going to be coming in for an attack. So try to keep that in mind when you are doing this. Let me see if I can get a bigger picture for you so you can really see this. There we go. That's better. So there is also oxygen that matters now a lot. Automatic replenishing of oxygen has been moved to a suit attachment. This has value to the attachment while doing something critical to gameplay. You will now be very tethered to your base. You will need to really plan your expeditions going further and further with each stage of your journey. This adds a lot of value to vehicles. So vehicles will give you oxygen apparently, and you'll get there a lot faster and get back, or something like that. Pod crash and furnace now give oxygen. You saw me get oxygen from the pod crash, so that's where we're going to have to kind of stick around until we can get a furnace going, which will give us oxygen. The balance to oxygen usage. The crash pods contains 2 tanks on board that can be forever used to refill some oxygen. Once you build a furnace, it refills your oxygen even more. Of course, once you have a habitat or enclosed vehicles like the rover, oxygen will be fully replenished. So yes, the fully enclosed vehicles like the rover, not the buggy, and the spaceship will replenish everything. Overall, we find this gives a much more feeling of being in space on another planet and has lots of interesting strategy. I have feelings about that, but you know, it's their game. They're doing the things that they want to do, and that's interesting. It's going to be a lot harder. Mission refinement. So they refined the missions. The opening missions have been tweaked to reflect the various changes and tweaks to the balancing. More tweaking will continue as you go, eventually going into the later levels of the game, in quotes, levels. Durability is much more of a thing. Durability, balancing screen indications, and repair tables have all been adjusted to create a feeling of being mindful of your gear and the maintenance of it. So you got to be careful how much you use, and it looks like it'll also be repairing it to a certain point. To balance the updated durability system, repairing has been added to the workbench inherently. The repair table is still an upgrade, and now does even more repairing per repair usage, adding a time-saving value to the upgrade. Discovery harvesting yields are now unlocked. Keeping the act of discovering by interacting for the first time, we went ahead and removed the locks per weapon type to allow for strategy when approaching a plant or creature. So apparently you can open up all this stuff without having a weapon that you need to use or whatever. Using various weapons and tools will yield different results, and will make sense that as a scientific explorer, this information would be included in the discovery. Dust storms now damage structures, furthering the feeling of maintenance and the shelter of your base, along with pushing the vulnerability and dangers of survival on a distant planet. Damage by weather pattern has been added. The dust storms and Proteus 2 can now damage your base objects, and maintenance of these objects will be vital to your survival. So I don't know what I feel about that. We're going to have to see how this goes. That's why I wanted to get to the experimental to try some stuff. This also sets up possibilities for more skills and tool advantages, like being able to repair past 100% or being able to build objects that are impervious to storms. So apparently we can build things that are going to be much better against storms, I guess. So clearer interactions, adjust some nice quality of life displays to illustrate how much time until an action can occur, or how many objects left in a tree. So, like your skill tree or whatever, or how many things are left in like these trees also, apparently, or something. Updated main menu, updated language localization. I had to click on the English that was right there just to make sure everything was in English, and there's a whole bunch of stuff here. And if you do start this game, it's going to be super loud. Go to gameplay, and the noise, or the sound will be right over here on this side, just so you know, because you don't blast your eardrums out if you wear a headset. Minor balancing throughout, and a whole bunch of changes. So that's added stuff right here on this. If you want to read through it, you can. And then beneath that is changed, and I will let you read that much, and then we'll scroll down to another section if you want to pause the video and check that out. Down beneath there is some more changed, and then there's a whole bunch of fixed stuff underneath that. And again, I will pause the video, or you can pause the video and check it out. Then beneath that, we have the fixed stuff and removed. Overall, the update marks a very important move to the design of the game by clarifying the gameplay and emphasizing the survival aspect. The goal here is to not make it harder, but to add strategy, goals, and feeling of advancement through the experience. So, it sounds pretty interesting. Alright, let's get back into the game and see what we can do here. Let's continue taking this apart. So let me know what you think about this update that is coming out. I am not 100% sure what I think about it. I think it's going to be interesting for sure. And again, we're going to have to be careful about how much oxygen we do use, because every move we make is going to be tied with oxygen. And our oxygen is going to drop, so jumping and using your hover boots is going to decrease oxygen by quite a way, so you better make sure you have some stuff prepared. Let's go see how much weight we have. Okay, so we have 96 kilograms, and we have that much stuff on us. It looks like we have quite a bit of stuff that we can do. Interesting suit. I notice on this left side, you can see, looks like we are actually, let's go to V. Yeah, so that's inside the helmet. We can see. That's very interesting. That's what we're looking at, is through the helmet on the sides. That's so very fascinating. Okay, let's take some more of this stuff apart, and let's see about probably building a temporary base right around here in a close place, so we can have good stuff, you know, keep ourselves safe and with oxygen and all that, because this base will not give us a lot of, you know, important stuff, because that's just not the way that things are going to be working here. So there's going to be a lot more strategy involved in things, and that's going to be kind of like, I guess, the most interesting part. I'm trying to figure out how we're going to do all of that is definitely going to be a work in progress. Keep having to adjust the settings to see if I can get it to where it isn't like super loud, because the weather is very, very loud on my headset right now, the way this game started, about blasting my eardrums out when that screen with the ship, you know, the intro came in. So do beware of that. That is going to be very loud if you start up this game. How are we doing? Oxygen is good, 98%. Let's just go ahead and make sure that we are full. And we gotta go figure out a place to go to. So the tanks will fill up in, 30 seconds or so in there, looks like. I don't know if there's gonna be anything around here that we still need to pick up. It looks like there's... Oh, that's zinc. Okay, cool. So we can get that. We just need to make a chisel of some sort. And we also got to pick up some rocks. Whoa, hey, that's a zoom. Okay, man, that really zooms in. That's crazy. I like that. So if you really want to look at something, you can really look. That's so cool. There are good things with this, apparently, and I am just starting this for the first time with you, so I am as surprised, and I think they're doing good choices. It's just going to see how well this actually does play out, because it might not play out, oh, hey, what's that, as good. Okay. So we need to get something going for a chisel so we can get some stuff. Because our knife is not going to last too terribly long. As you can see, it's already worn down a ways. So I'm going to go see if I can find some rocks and just try to move slowly so I don't get my oxygen burned down real quick. Because I still have to make it back to other places and find different thing. Hey, skeleopod sheddings. Okay, so we can make, crab stuff or whatever. There's all of that stuff here. The colors are interesting. I do like it. And those trees are very different than what we have seen. So it looks like they may add more stuff in. I do know they are adding more, two more planets, Gemini and one other one. I can't remember what it is. They're adding another one. It's on their Trello page. If you have not checked out the Trello page, I will do my best to remember to put a link to that in this video so you can go back and check that. Okay, physical point. I do want to... Oh, hey, look, there's another part of our ship there. How do you like that? I do want to stay fairly close to our ship for now until we can figure out how we're going to build and survive. So this is definitely going to be different. Looks like there's... I don't know if that plant over there we can get or not, that orangey looking one, but we can definitely give it a try. Let's go and get our tool back out and go see how much of this stuff we can get off. Sample plant life. Okay, so there's missions over on the left side. Okay, and this one is the one where we need to find the flat panels. These. We have done some of this before, and when we started the game, you know, way back when, we had to do a lot of this to find out where things were, and that's one of the new plants. Undiscovered plant. So let's just go and use our knife and just see if we can get something from it. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What the... The heck are you? Scarborough's palm. Okay, already harvested. And creature in the ground. I don't know if we got anything from it, but it did look kind of like a snubs, I guess. Alright, let's go gather the rest of this stuff and let's go find a good place to go to. Our knife is quickly wearing down, and oh boy, this is going to be tough over here, isn't it? So I really don't want to go down in that section down there if I can at all help it. Ooh, this is going to be fun. Okay. I think we got off all that we are going to. Let's go see. How are we doing oxygen-wise? 97%, so we haven't used all that much, and that's good. I was thinking we were going to be using a lot. It's like, okay, undiscovered tree. So we're going to have to definitely make stuff. I'm going to go looking around for some rocks. I'll find some of those. We'll see what we can make with them. And I'll come back and we'll do some more and figure some more out here in this experimental build. Now that I have found some rocks, I should be able to nap a sharper blade. I'll need some makeshift patch tape to create the handle. So I'd use my knife on these rock outcroppings and it'll get you stuff. It's a little unorthodox, but you know, most knives are not very good at getting rocks, but you know how it goes. So you get a few of those before the knife is actually worn down to the point that it's not going to do much. Okay. Now let's go ahead and go to F2 where the crafting is. So we have bashing rocks, we have a stone blade, and looks like, okay, makeshift flashing, we're going to need some of those purple berries because we're going to need that. We're definitely going to have to use a bashing rock then. So let's go ahead and make 2 of those. Again, we got to kind of learn our way around again doing things. So that's too hard for this rock. Now the rock outcropping, we can probably get stuff, and we're just going to have to kind of see about doing that. I also want to make sure I'm not too far away from that. Not set up the base yet, but hopefully here soon.
Fair dehydration detected.
Alright. I'm going. Let's go ahead and drink. We didn't drink a lot of water, but we did have some, and it looks like we do have some UNE rations. 50 food, 50 water, and 25 health. That is not bad, but we only have 3. Alright, let's go. Okay, good. Red fern berry tree. Let's get a few of these. These are going to be really good to help us out. I don't know if they're dropping on the ground. I will check here in just a quick minute. Okay, harvest till 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, done. It is harvested. That I like. That is awesome. I do really think that's cool. I'm glad that they put that in there, so that way you know, instead of spending the next 10 minutes whacking a tree realizing you haven't got anything from it, you will know within a few short seconds if the tree that you are using is going to give you anything. So of course we already talked about the sheddings. So yes, we can get more rocks from here. Cool. This is the way to do it. That way we can get a bit of stuff, and there may also be other things in here, you know. We've already found silver, copper, a couple of rare minerals, and hopefully that will continue to be a thing. I'm going to go over to that tree, get some purple berries, and there should be probably about 10 of those in there. Let's go take a quick look. And number 1, yep, there was 10 of the red ones, so I'm assuming there are going to be 10 of the purple ones. I'll get those done. We'll make a lashing, and then we'll see about making a knife or a blade and continuing on our way. Now that I got the purple berries, let's go check our oxygen status, 95%. So our oxygen is actually not going down as fast as I thought that it really would, and that's good. I was just afraid that things were going to be unevenly balanced or something, be really hard to, you know, figure out, but it doesn't look like it. 20 seconds, okay for the oxygen, and this is indefinite. It will work forever for 30 oxygen, so that's pretty good to know. Let's go see. We have our light. That's really bright. It's a lot brighter than the light that we have on our regular one. Okay, now let's go to F2 and let's see. We need cloth. Oh, okay, nice. Look, it only takes alien fiber. We don't really have much alien fiber. So, maybe what we ought to do, can we make... Okay, we can make a stone blade. We're going to have to use that anyway. Let's go and make... Okay, we got to hold that down. I forget about that. Okay, we have a stone blade. Let's go to F1. Can we use that as a weapon? It does not look like we can use that as a weapon. Okay, we need to go back to F2. So, for a shard blade, we're going to need 2 cloth bundles. We only have 1 alien fiber, which... Whoa! Oh, that guy's fast! Oh, that guy's fast! You're scary! Wow, you're scary, buddy. You're giving me the chills.
Vitals dropping.
I don't like you coming at me like that. Can you not do that? You are giving me the freaks. At least we can see good, huh? Aha! There's the other one. Let's go to number 3. Let's use our bashing rock. Let's go see if we can get rid of some of these little dudes. Come on, guys. Man, these guys are tough. Or maybe it's because we're really weak right now and we just don't have much going for us. Hurt him a little bit. Now we got him spread out in front of us. Okay. F. Okay, let's bludgeon this guy to death, huh? Hey, we're working here. Larva snubs. Okay, alien tissue. Cool. Where'd he go? Come on. Come here. Come on. We want to show you this rock. You're going to like it. Is that okay if we throw rocks at you, huh? Is that alright? You want us to do that? What? Great. We got another one. Where'd you go to? Ooh, hey. Ooh, hey! Man, the smoke and stuff, the dust, I guess, is kind of a little bit thick right now, huh? Okay, let's go get ourselves a little bit of oxygen. Our nutrition is down. Come here. Hey, don't be doing that. Boy, this is definitely a a bit tougher, I do gotta say. This is not something that I am used to. Come on. This is going to take a little while to get used to. This is actually relatively challenging. Alright. I'm unsure about what I think about things so far. So these guys just back up as long as you keep on going towards them. Alright, listen man, I do like you and everything, but I'm just gonna stay up here right now, so I'm not gonna worry about you. You can get to me. I know I ticked you off. Okay. Our oxygen is going down a little bit, but it really isn't too terribly bad. So we need to get some plant fibers, but we got to get rid of these guys. I'm going to work on these guys, and I'll come back and we'll get the plant fibers. Oh man, there are all kinds of them out here, man. Boy, this is not good. I mean, granted, I do like a challenge, but some of this is ridiculously hard, you know what I mean? We definitely need to go get some plant fibers. What are you doing? Are you being weird? Are you being weird? Good thing is, they are kind of dumb, so if you take them out like this, then I guess that's the best thing you can do, right? Okay, their little circle down until they is gone. Are you gonna die or not? Man, he did not want to go. Okay, let me go here before my knife totally wears down, and I'll go find some plant fibers, and we'll see about making some stuff. Ooh, this is tough. Does look like the trees get their fruit back fairly quickly. We just did this one not that long ago, the red fern berry over by our pod that we crashed in, and now it's already ready again. So that is really good. I do like that. That's awesome. So that way we can get plenty of that. Yeah, oxygen is already down to 71. That's not the best, but it could be much worse. Let's go ahead and I guess that tank is over here. Looks like there's a couple of seats in here. Okay, cool. It's going to be a little bit, and I don't know. It looks like there's... Okay, cool. So there's basically 3 tanks maybe on here. I'm about to go see. There's 2 tanks on here. One on either side, and you can get your oxygen quite a ways up. That's cool. Alright, let's go to F2. Let's make some makeshift cloth bundles. Let's go and do 1, 2, 3. Alright, now let's go to F2, and let's go to... Stone blade, we have that. Shard blade, that's what we need. Let's make this, because now we have the cloth bundles. That takes 2 bundles to make that. Let's go to F1. Now we have a good weapon again. Let's put that on number 2. Now we should be doing better. Hopefully. That's the whole hope. Let's go see about setting up our little base, and let's go by... Where's our little oxygenator place? I think it's right over here. Okay, it's right by it. I just didn't see it because of that little hill there. Let's just set up a little base right here so that way we have something we can go on, and then we can go in exploring in a little bit. F2. So that would be structures, and for this scrap hut, we're gonna need 4 cloth bundles. I am gonna go around and gather a whole bunch of those alien fibers, and I'll be back. Okay, found the desert eucalyptus, and I got tree bark from it when I used that. But I'm sure that if I use this on the desert, I will get something else. Oh, hey, look, fruit. Oh, there's 7 remaining. Cool, let's go and get some of these. These are really good food. This will help us and hopefully keep us healthy. So our health is still down a little bit, or our suit health is. So we can get the eucalyptus, or whatever it's called. Yucca, basically. Wasn't letting me get stuff. And
Vitals dropping.
there is a apparently bug in the game where taking apart some structures isn't gonna let you take them apart. It's in the experimental for right now, is what I have seen on the forums, but I don't know if that is accurate because we have not actually. Hey, I walked through that tree. How do you like that? That was crazy, huh? Did you like that? Generally, you don't walk through trees very well in case, you're unaware. Boy, this guy's taking forever now to get this. I mean, this last one. Apparently, certain areas will give you better than other areas. Keep hitting tab, because that's what I'm used to. Okay, these guys do food and water, but -2 health. So you do got to watch out for that. I kind of forgot about that, because I haven't used one of those for a long time, because we don't have any of those on the other planets that we're on. And let's go ahead and get some more fibers. I've been working on that a little bit, but I wanted to show you those trees because I couldn't remember what they were. And we're just gonna... I bet you that if we do that, we'll hopefully get some good stuff. And we can... Okay, those are those little hot dog things that I keep on eating. Cool, let's go ahead and eat one of those. We got those little hot dogs, and now we are... Oh, it's you causing the problems. Hi, are you gonna come over here? We have something that's really awesome for you. You're gonna just enjoy it so much. You won't have any idea how much you enjoy it because you're just gonna like it, and it's gonna be amazing. See? Told you it's gonna be amazing. There you are. Wasn't that just amazing? So I'm holding down and it just... Okay, that was weird. Got a little alien hide. Come here. Oxygen isn't going down terribly fast. We're just going to take your meat from you because we really want your meat. Ha ha ha. Okay. Time to... Ooh. Alright. Red fern berries. I'm going to gather... some of those after I get rid of this guy, and we'll build our hut. I think the reason why I'm not getting stuff very fast is because my rock is almost worn out. Let's go switch. I do have another, at least I thought I had another bashing rock in here. Maybe I didn't make one, but I thought I did. So let's just get rid of that, and let's go make another bashing rock. Okay, apparently maybe we only made one. Is that correct? Okay, no, we did make 2. Let's go see if this... Okay. The better material that you have, the quicker you're going to get stuff, apparently. Because now that's dropping quite fast. So that's always good. Okay. Got it. Keep your stuff upgraded and you'll get stuff a heck of a lot faster. But again, this guy isn't dropping terribly fast. And I'm with pretty much a... What the... Did that drop that fast? Seriously? Huh. Okay, apparently it did. Alright, just got back to our pod. I couldn't find it to kind of wander around till I found it. I need to go get my oxygen replenished real quick. Wrong door. Wrong door. Where's the... oxygen. Okay, there we go. that one and this one over here. Cool. Now we're doing good. Let's just go ahead and build up a temporary place right here. Let's go to F2, structure. Now we can build a scrap hut. Let's put that fairly close to here, so we have, let's turn it towards us, trying to figure out which way is front. That should be the front, and let's just go and stick him right there. Okay, nice. Okay, respawn point, cool. So now we have this, and now we have our first little structure here on this experimental. I do want to do some more on the experimental, really check this out and see what we can find, but you can see it's going to be a little harder to do, and I would probably think sleeping through the night would be the best. So a workbench, if we go to utilities, okay, workbench. So we're going to need some more cloth, 2 more cloth, and then we also need to make a scrap metal chest. And I think that might be the best thing right now, is to make a quick chest. So that way we have that, and then we can put stuff in it. F build. Okay, that's a little slower than I'm used to, but that's okay, that works. Let's open that up, and let's see about putting a few things in that are going to make us a little slower. Alright, so we have a chest. We have our little hut here. Now that's going to be on the map, so we can always find our way back. This is the experimental on Osiris New Dawn. We are checking stuff out to see how good this is really going to be. It looks fun, it looks interesting, and hopefully the build is not as bad as what I have been hearing, but I guess we'll find out as we go, and I don't think it's going to be as bad. It doesn't seem like it. It's just going to be challenging, I guess would be the correct word. I'm not going to say it's going to be harder, but it is going to be more challenging. And again, you're going to have to plan to really do things when you go out on your expeditions to find places. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video. Thank you for joining me here. If you're new to the channel and you like what you see here, or you've been watching for a long time and you like what you see, consider subscribing. That would be great. That would help out a lot. And until next time, we will do more on this experimental until hopefully a new update drops, and then check that out as well. You have a great day, and we will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.